Hey, what's going on, everyone? I got Danny here from XAT. I've known Danny for quite some while. I've known. Let's start again. Okay, I don't even know what to say. All right, I'm not really prepared or anything. What's going on, everyone? I got Danny here. She's from XAT. What's up, Danny? How you doing?
What's up? How's everybody doing? I'm good. Just got off work.
Okay, that's what's up. I'm not even going to ask you what you do for a living. Unless you want to say, that's up to you. So, Danny, listen, before I go in, I just want to ask you a question. I know this isn't the first time we were talking. We've spoken before.
Yes,
I think it was like a year ago. I remember you were in my server, and we've spoken on mic. So, I don't know. I think... after that, something happened between me and you. I don't know if I made comments or something. I can't remember exactly. So you came on XAT you disappeared from XAT a couple of months ago, and you just recently came. I was like, "Hey, Danny, how you doing?" And you said, "Altair, I still don't like you." So what's up with that? I mean, like, can you explain that?
I mean, it is true. I don't care for you. I'll be real. There are some things that you say that I don't exactly agree with. At one point I did consider you a friend. I tried to, I guess, be nicer to you, protect you. I noticed that a lot of people in the chat aren't very fond of you. Some people, it's kind of like a thing where if they fucking hate you, they hate your guts. And if they love you, and they're like your friend. Hey, hi, what's up? But I feel like one of these days, people were being a little bit more of an asshole to you. So I reached out, and you had said something to me. I don't remember exactly what it was. It was quite some time ago, probably like a year ago by now. You had said something that really pissed me off or really offended me in some sort of way. I think it was something related to something personal that I had told you. And I think you had just went ahead and opened up your mouth and said it in front of people that I would rather not have heard that. So I think that's maybe one of the reasons why I don't care for you as much. But I'm here to put that aside, so...
Right. So look, I still remember, like, reaching out to you. And this was, like, after... maybe a couple of weeks or a couple of months after, and I said, "Hey, Danny, I hope you're doing well." I don't know exactly what I said, but because I've said this many times in the previous sessions I've done with other people. I said I don't like hurting people's feelings. So if I ever said anything bad to anyone, I apologize. I know I have personal issues. I've discussed with 2-3 people regarding addiction and shit like that, and I remember. I remember what I said now. Now that I think of it. So, but hating. I don't know, hating someone just because it's something they said, and it's just you can't live like that. Like I know I've reached out to you, and I did say, listen, I apologize for what I've said. And were you sure it was my account too? Was it my account? Was it logged in? Was it me? Because on XAT, people like to imitate other people. You know that, right? Like people can pretend to be anyone. Like I can literally go on XAT right now, and I can pretend to be Danny with a lobster icon.
Right. Or a crab. But I have been friends with you for quite some time, so I do know when it's you when you're typing. I'm not stupid. There have been a lot of times where you've been on an alt and I have said, Altair, get off an alt, and you're literally PCing me and you're like, why the fuck do you have to like ruin it for me every time I'm on, or why the fuck do you always have to say something? And I'm like, I just think it's so funny that I can literally identify every single time you come on as an alt. Because you type a certain way.
So, okay, listen. Okay, it's a pink little chat box, right? And
right.
Jesus, fucking okay. Listen,
I don't hate you. Also, I want you to know that I don't hate anyone. I just strongly dislike. Hate is an extremely strong word.
Okay, yeah, you're right. But let me ask you a question. Did I not come to you? I'm like, Danny, I apologize. Did I not private message you? I'm like, listen.
You did come to me, and I will give you that. But also, it is up to me as a person to accept your apology or to accept it and move forward as friends, or accept your apology and say, I think that you would be better off without me or not friends with me, or I think it'd be better off if I were to cut you off. I just think that there are certain things that you just can't go back on. And there are certain things that you say that just can't be erased. Or there are certain things that when you say something, that the person that you say it to can't forget that. So each time that they speak to you, they remember that certain thing that you said. So.
Okay, so I guess you're accepting apology, but moving on and just disliking me. Is that it? Like,
I don't know if it's a dislike. It's just more of like a moving on. Because it has been quite some time and I don't hold grudges. So it's kind of just we move on.
Okay, Danny. All right. Look, it's fine. It's totally fine, bud. I wish you all the best. And, I have nothing bad to say to you. People do put on a persona on Zad sometimes. I know I do sometimes. I know sometimes I get frustrated in real life and upset and angry with personal issues in life. And then I just go on Zad and I just say effed up shit. And I don't mean like most of the shit I say. Anyhow, listen, let's just get into this podcast. So you said you got off work, you're tired. You got on Zat. So let me ask you, so why did you got on Zat right now? Like, what was your thing? Like, what was the reason why you came on Zat? You decided to be there.
Somebody had reached out to me and had said like, hey, you haven't been on in a long time. Like, what's up? You don't even like pop in and say hi ever. So I was like, I guess I should just come in and say hi. And I guess kind of when you come back to say hi, it kind of like sucks you back in. And I noticed that over the last, like, I don't know, like I've been on Zat since I was probably about 10. So like 13 years, I'm 23. So like 13 years, like, it's kind of been like an on and off thing. More so, definitely, I was on more when I was younger. It was like every day after school, whenever I had free time. And now it's kind of just like after work, if I have some time or on an off day, I come to hang out.
Right. Danny, I want to ask you, so you've been on Zat for a couple of years now, right? Like you've been on and off.
Yeah, long time. I'm a veteran, I would say.
Right. Tell me some of your good and bad experiences with Zat.
Definitely in the beginning it was rough. Obviously it was more active back in the day. I would say my absolute worst experience. I was probably like maybe 16, maybe 17. And I had gotten into, I think, an argument or a fight, or somebody was arguing in main chat, and I had brought it to PC, and another person had PC'd me separately from the person that I was speaking with and said, hey, like, why don't we all just like hop on the phone and like sort this out, apologize, like, maybe it was like a misunderstanding. So I was like, that's really weird. Like, I've never heard of that. But I was like, whatever, like maybe they don't have Skype, like maybe whatever. So I was stupid and I gave out my phone number. And from then I was harassed for the next like 8 months. I was told that if I didn't send pictures of myself, that he
Nudes,
would swat me.
Sorry to cut you off. You mean like nudes? Okay.
So he said that if I didn't send anything, he would swat me. And of course, like I was young and I was stupid. So I was like, oh my God, like, of course I don't want to be swatted. And I know what these assholes are capable of when they want to. So I was like, you know what? I was just like, I cannot be bothered. I was like, there's no way that I'm going to let this happen. So I was stupid and I sent what he asked and it continued. And then obviously I felt like I had no way out. So I finally went and I told my mom, and my mom immediately went to the police, and we had an investigation opened. because he was like continuously harassing me. And the investigation is still open. They still
Can I
have
ask
not
you?
found him.
I'd like to pause for a second. How old was the guy again?
Much
Guy.
older than me. Much older than me. I
And
don't
this was on
remember.
XAT, and this was, I'm sorry, this was on Flirt Chat? On
I
Flirt?
don't remember if it was Flirt or JBZ. It was one of the two.
It's probably Flirt. It's not JBZ. JBZ was like not like that. Flirt is definitely. This is not okay. So the guy, because I heard a lot of these stories from the. You're not the first person telling me this. I have heard so many stories, especially the people who I did a podcast with, ladies especially. They told me that things like this happen to them. I'm not gonna say no names here. You can probably hear the other podcast sessions in the future that are going to be up. They're the same stories as you're just telling me right now. So I just want to let you know that I've spoken to them. So you're mentioning this person. Can you describe him a little bit more? Because you're going back. Yeah.
I'd really rather not, just for legal reasons, just because the investigation is still open and because I don't want to go into depth too much because I don't want to get into any trouble. So I will say that the person I don't believe is on XAT anymore. I haven't seen them. In the last 2 years that I've been on and off, I haven't seen them at all. So I would say that they're gone, and I wouldn't say that there's too much to worry about.
So does this person still come on XAT?
No, not that I've seen.
Okay.
Unless they're on an alt and they just don't say anything, but normally their typing's pretty distinct.
Okay, I'm pretty sure they're on alt. I'm pretty sure they're still there. Damn, this shit is this is not this is I've heard this is probably a third or fourth time I got a female in the studio right now, and a chick from XAT just telling me how she was harassed for nudes and how she was underage. I'm just letting you know you're not the first person, bro.
Oh, and I know that it's the same person that sent it to multiple people. So, and my heart goes out to those people. I feel absolutely terrible because not only is it traumatizing, but you feel in a way that you were stripped from your privacy. You literally everybody's seen everything. So it's now you're exposed. It's you feel it's an indescribable
yeah, go ahead.
feeling. It's an indescribable feeling.
I understand. Now, I'm just, you see, you got me thinking right now. Now I'm wondering who this person is, because when I came through XAT, there was a couple of people in their 30s, I was told, back in 2008. There was a few people in their 30s or their mid or late 20s, and I'm pretty sure they're probably in their 40s now. I'm thinking who these people are.
Is right now, as far as I know, from what I've heard from 5 years ago when I last seen the person, 6 years ago when I seen the person on an alt, on a tune, they were working as a doctor. So that's really interesting.
So okay, they were working as a doctor. Okay. The only person I know who actually became a doctor, I don't know if it's true, was this really hot chick named Malum, whatever. I don't know. Anyhow, look, I'm really sorry this happened to you. This is crazy shit. I think it's fucked up that this shit happened, and I honestly believe that there were a lot of pedos back in 2008 when I joined. I'm sure they're probably still there today. And I see them today, and no one does anything about it. There's actually, I'm talking about Flirt Chat, by the way. I believe there's pedos on there. They lurk there, they camp there, they don't say anything. I just don't get it. They're still hanging out there, and I mean, so did you? See, I don't want to. You know what? This is something private. I want to talk about it at the same time. But then I don't, because I want to respect your space. I don't want, you know what I'm trying to say? I just, I think it's best if you're okay with it, we can talk about this. It's just, I don't want to get too personal. where I'm leaking information about it, you or the person, I'm not, because I don't know, like it's, I feel like if you say this person's name, there's gonna be some backlash, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Okay, so all right. I'm sorry this happened. We can definitely move on. But again, this isn't the first time I heard this shit. I heard this before. You probably gonna if you listen to the future podcast, you're gonna hear similar stories like this. By the way, I'm just letting you know. I might edit some of this shit if you want me to. Just want to ask you if you like, because since we're recording audio right now, if you feel like if you want me to edit some of this shit, I could. Like, just not include it in the podcast. It's up to you, or just leave it the way it is.
I mean, so far so good. I don't think I've said anything that is too bad or that like anybody could really figure out.
Right. So. I got a guy, Danny. There's a guy who lurks on Flirt, and I'm sure he has alts. I don't know who it is. I heard a story, right? I'm gonna, since there's this girl who used to hang on Flirt, right? Her name was Mufasa, and I was told by someone.
I remember her.
She was some chick. She doesn't be on XAT anymore. She told me a guy on XAT came to her job. Like, he just showed up, and she was so freaking. She was creeped out, and she felt scared. And that guy still hangs out on XAT, by the way, till today. Like, I was told. I want to tell you that.
Surprised. Mufasa was a very pretty lady. Right. So I'm not surprised. That's awful, and my heart goes out to her. I'm glad that she was able to get away. Because like I said before, XAT is one of those things where it kind of sucks you back in and you think about it and you're like, damn, I haven't been on there in a while. I wonder, what everyone's up to. Damn, does the fucking chat still even exist? Like, so sometimes you just hop on out of curiosity. So, I mean, I give props to her for just leaving and not coming back because it has been a while since I've seen her, but also that's definitely a fucking terrifying experience. And that is exactly why I keep items of protection on me at all times, because we do not fuck around with stalkers ever.
No, and then pedos. We don't fuck, like, even pedos, I think they should be just fucking exterminated. Like, they shouldn't even exist. People who prey on children, and I still see today on XAT, on Flirt, people preying on kids. I don't know if I want to. It's better not to say no names because people know who they are. I know there's like like there's some people who just joke around, and I know they're just doing that to get a reaction. Coke. So, and then there's actual pedos that are hanging out on XAT, and I don't know how they're getting away with it. Like, I know who they are, and I'm like, seriously, bro.
I don't understand is why the people go after people that have done nothing wrong, or people that, they don't like the way they look, so they go after them, or people don't like the way they type, or people don't like whatever the fuck it may be. People don't like some little minuscule stupid thing about you, and they go after you. But then the people that are like pieces of fucking shit, pedos, like people who dox, people who fucking DDoS, people who fucking expose people, like nothing is done about those people. Like, why are we not like...
No, there
I probably shouldn't say this, but I am all for doxing and DDoSing when it's right. I am all for that shit when the person is being a piece of shit, when the person's a pedo, when the person exposes... I am all for that shit, but what I don't understand is why have we been doing it to innocent people for so long? And why haven't we been taking care of the fucking assholes and the pests in the fucking chat is what I don't get.
Okay. Well, if you look at Flirt, hasn't been a staff. Like, I think that was just a chat without staff since the beginning. Like, I listen, XAT is not a bad site in general. Like, there's been other chats, right? They had mods, they had admins, they were on promo, they were not on promo. Like, they had even JB Zone had staff. If you've been there, I don't think JB Zone was all that bad. It's just only one chat.
Honestly, maybe I shouldn't admit this, but that was my favorite chat for a while. Like, that was the only place I would hang because that's where everybody else hung. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the chat was all right. It wasn't bad, but I don't know what happened to it. It just got taken over by Mexicans. No, that was Lobby. I'm sorry. Lobby was taken over by Mexicans because they started speaking Spanish. JB Zone, like, I don't know what happened.
Dolphin Paradise. Dolphin Paradise was the shit for a while too.
Right. Yeah. I don't really remember that chat. Dolphin Paradise. I might have heard of it. I don't remember that. I remember Club Penguin.
I remember.
I was on video game chats a lot. My favorite chat on XAT all time was emo, because I was emo at one point. I was very emotional. No, I'm serious.
So was I. I was emo as fuck, and I never heard of it. What?
Listen. 2008. I was on emo chat till like 2012, was it? Or 2010? I don't remember, but I met Chucky there. Texo was there. Leroy was there. Vasus was there.
Not Texo. Oh my God. He was obsessed. He still is obsessed with me. Ew.
No, I spoke to Texo last year. I think he's married. He has wife and kids now. And he comes on XAT like once a year.
Yeah, and he'd be sending me them fucking red face emojis. That pissy pussy bitch is married, and he fucking ew. No,
he has kids. He's married. I mean, I plan on getting him on the podcast. You know, but Texo's an OG. You know, Chucky was the one who brought me to Flirt. That's when I met all these dipshit. Where's who?
Chucky. I heard. Is he really only on Discord? Because that's what I've heard.
I don't know. I don't even think he's on Discord. You know, there's a lot of Chucky stories on one of the podcast sessions I did with Maddie. Yeah, I don't know if you know who Maddie is. She goes by the name of Gotti on Discord. But she's got a lot of Chucky stories to tell. So I hope you get a chance to hear that. So where were we? JB Zone. Yeah, I like JB Zone. I was on emo chat. But I never saw you on emo. Yeah.
No, I was never there. That's so funny. I'm still kind of emo and I've never fucking heard of it.
Right. Oh, so you're emo. Do you like emo music? Like emotional music, like Green Day and shit, 3 Days Grace?
So my music taste
My Chemical Romance
ranges from death metal to rap to anything but country. I listen to literally everything except country. So anything
some
from
country music
rock,
is good.
Pop, rap, mainly rap. Back in the day was when I really listened to like the heavy metal, death metal, post-hardcore, whatever you want to call it. But mainly now I listen to rap and just a little bit of like the, I guess like emo scene, post-hardcore genre, whatever you would call it.
Right. That's pretty cool. I listened to a lot of emo music back in the day, you know, but I'm more into the early 2000 rock bands, late 90s, like Linkin Park and Limp Bizkit and shit like that. You know, I like Ghostman. You know, I don't know if you heard of him. I love his shit. Suicide Boys.
Gosh, I'm going in September. What? I'm going to their concert in September. I'm so excited. Suicide Boys. Ski Mask is going to be there, and somebody else. I don't remember who the other person is, but Ski Mask and Suicide Boys.
Nice. Yeah. So, yeah, I love music. You know, I've always been into music since day one. So, Danny, so you told me I heard your bad experiences. I heard some of your good experiences on XAT. And you still use it till that. So how many years you been on XAT for? Like, again, how many? Is it like 10 years?
It's probably been a little longer than that. I want to say I probably joined when I was, I think 9 is a little young. I want to say maybe 10 or 11. And I didn't even know that XAT existed until I went over a friend of mine's house, and I was spending the night, and she was on her little computer. And if I'm not mistaken, XAT used to be, or was at one point, it was like an anime thing where you could just like watch anime shows. And I think that like the chat was attached to like the videos and shit. So you would like watch the movie or the video or whatever anime it was, and the chat would be on the side. Now, I was never fond of anime. My friend would fucking love it. So I would just like sit next to her and watch it because I was a good friend. And I was just like, you know what? We do what we both want to do. So let me just sit down and like watch this shit with her. I don't know. Maybe I'll get into it. And I remember her being on XAT, and she like introduced me to the website, and I was like, literally, what is this? And she was like, oh, it's just a chat website. She's like, I usually am on a tune or like whatever. And I was like, okay, like, and she had 4 computers in her house. So like she would be on one, I'd be on the other, her brother would be on one. So she got me onto the site, and I guess ever since I've just like, I've been stuck. I've been here.
Right. I still see you on XAT. Are there certain people you're cool with on XAT, like on Flirt or any other chat on XAT, like, you know, Help or Trade? I don't know. There's still people you talk to, or, you know, you have friends that you have like a good relationship with.
I really like, I don't know if you know, he's a reseller. His name is Matt. I'm good friends with him. Usually whenever I need something, he'll give me something for cheap or like for a discounted price. He's normally pretty cool. I buy off of him so often that I think that's why he gives me a discount.
Right.
Usually it's like Powers or something. I haven't really surprisingly spent much on XAT. I think I've maybe spent $10 max, and that was mainly for days and I think like Name Glow. And then I was a host at a radio station chat, and they all had like Name Color, Name Glow, all these like crazy fucking powers and shit. They were like, oh, you have to match us. Like, you're a part of our family here. So like you have to match with us. So they sent me a bunch of like XATs and like double powers that they had and shit. So that's how I kind of got all my powers. So he's definitely a good person to get like XATs or powers from.
Right.
Destiny, she's one of my close friends.
Wait, you said Destiny? You're like Des, as in from Canada?
Yes, like big titty. Yeah, big titty Canada Des.
Can you still hear me? I don't know.
Yes, I can.
I cannot hear you. Okay, your mic is muted. Maybe something. It's cool. No, I hear you. Your mic was muted. Maybe I was like,
yeah, I muted it and unmuted it just so you could hear me, because I guess there was a connection issue. Maybe, I don't know.
So I was saying you said Destiny. Are you talking about Des from Canada?
Yes, I am.
God, I can't. Yeah, Des. Like I don't hate. Like I don't dislike or hate her.
She's a lot.
I have an issue. She's too much. Like she's too much. She's all over the place. She's fucking. She almost like destroyed my Discord server because she made it her Discord server. She fucking tried to get people from my server to her server. Then her server died like a week later. Like I don't know, like that. And then I used to have a friend on Discord. And she and I were really close. Like she was from Hawaii. She had like, we used to talk about some real life shit, like depression and mental health. And I don't know what Des said to her, but she made her disappear from Discord, and I lost contact with her. This chick I used to talk to on Discord. So because of Des, she's not there no more. I don't know what happened to her. And she did give me her phone number, but I lost it. And I don't hate Des, but she's all over the place. I mean, she could be toxic sometimes. Like she needs to chill out, And I'm sure Des, if you listen to this, like chill out, bro. Yeah, but I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, right. She is a lot. I 100%. And I will admit that as one of her close. I don't want to say her best friend because I don't want to. That's my best friend. But she definitely has been a close friend of mine for a long time. And she is a lot. She'll literally message me on Snapchat and she'll be like, "Oh my God, look at this," or "Look what I did." And I'm like, "You're a hot ass mess. Like, do you not think about things before you do it?" Like, she'll post on Snapchat like her little twisted tea in her hand while she's driving, and I'm like, literally, how do you never get pulled the fuck over? How do you never get pulled over? Like, all it takes is like one time for somebody to pull you the fuck over, and you have an empty twisted tea can in your car. Like, and I'm not saying this because I hate her. I'm saying this because I love her, and I don't want anything bad to happen to her or Garrett because she's very happy. And she's not hoeing around this time, and I'm very proud of her for that.
So I had a server about a week ago. She was posting photos while she was in the car, and she has kids in the backseat. And she was talking about drinking or driving. I don't know what she was saying, but I don't know what to say to a person like that. You know, you have kids in the backseat, and you're taking like photos while you're driving. And she was, you know what she was doing? She was listening to XAT Podcast on Spotify. I'm not even joking. She took a screenshot of her car screen, and she was listening to XAT Spotify in the car. She was listening to, I think, episode 3, Acorn and Zolis. She's friends with them. So, and then she's like, "Oh, look, I'm on Spotify. I'm driving. I'm in the car listening to Spotify." Like, I don't know. I'm like, yo, bro, chill out. You know, you got kids in the back and you're driving. Like, you should put your phone down. You know, like, what are you doing?
I don't think she drives. Like, I don't think she drives. I think it's her man.
No, but she was. It looked like she was driving though. Like, she was in the front seat.
No, I think Garrett drives. I don't think it's
Garrett. Garrett is her. Garrett is her brother, or who's that?
No, Garrett's her boyfriend.
Oh,
I think it's Garrett. I don't want to sound like an asshole. I think it's Garrett.
Okay, I don't know who Garrett is. I don't even care. So, but I mean, I understand. Okay, he was driving. But yeah, that's just too much.
100% does not excuse her drinking in the car with her kid. I'm not saying that just because her man was driving excuses that, but I am saying I don't think that she drives.
I think
I've seen her in the car, I think like twice, and she's literally like in a driveway or on a dirt road or in a parking lot, and she's like, "I'm driving," and I'm like, "I love you. Go off. Go ahead and practice."
Isn't that do you think that they should take her kids away? Like
No.
Because she's a careless mom.
She loves her kids, and her kid is well taken care of. If you've ever seen her child, she has big, fat, chubby cheeks. She is so adorable.
Right.
And she her kid is well taken care of.
Okay. So you think she's a good mother?
I do. Yes.
Okay.
Because you make some mistakes does not make you a bad mom. If she was a bad mom, then my mother would be absolutely fucking terrible. My mom would be garbage if she was a bad mom.
You want to know about my mom? Okay. Do you want to know about my mother? Okay. You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
She says that I need to move out. She says I'm in my 30s. I'm living with her, and I need to get out of the house. She says that I be on XAT and playing PS5, and I be on video games, and I pretty much do nothing. And
is that true?
She wants me to move out. She doesn't. Me and my mom, we don't get along. So I don't even know why I'm saying this on XAT podcast. But yeah, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm probably gonna have to edit this shit, take it out. So listen, moving on. You talked about your bad experiences on XAT. What happened to you? You talked about your good experiences. You spent $10 on XAT powers and your favorite people, because this is a XAT podcast. This is XAT related. We spoke about some personal shit. A little bit. I didn't want to go there. I just wanted to. I don't know. And it's getting late. I don't even know how many minutes we are into this podcast. Is there something else? Oh, okay. Hold on. have you ever met someone, or have you ever dated someone on XAT and you met them in real life?
No. There is somebody that I do wish I would have met. And
Is that
a
me?
lot of you are a lot of you are probably gonna know who he is.
Can I guess? Can I take a guess? Can I take a guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think he's is he Willie?
No.
Is he Ben?
Absolutely not.
Is he crippled? I mean, wheelchair Mike?
If I literally, never mind. I can't say that because then
okay.
I can't say it. There's gonna be somebody that's gonna get salty. It's gonna be like, she's a terrible fucking person. He's a fucking cripple.
Wheezy?
Why does she
Wheezy,
speak
right?
to him? Like,
okay. No, it's Wheezy. Just say it.
No. Weezy looks like a malnourished Wiz Khalifa. I'll pass.
Yeah, well, Wheezy's on the next episode. Okay, let me take one last guess. Is he
You're really terrible at this. You're mentioning all the retards. Why is that? Why is that?
Is he Rob one?
I don't even know who that is.
He's that 50-year-old who always says Jaden's heartbeat, type 33 in the chat if you know Jaden. That guy.
No, you know who it is? Shit. Do you remember that he used to always in JBZ and I think in Flirt, he used to like write a little note and be like, I love you and miss you so much, my love. I miss you, Chantel.
Lee John, the one who dated little Emma?
No.
Okay. I don't know.
Absolutely not. Do you remember Aussie Dylan? Australian Dylan?
I've heard of him. I don't keep up with Aussies.
He definitely is one person that I would have met. He is somebody that was not only a great friend. We did e-date for a short period of time until he cheated on me. But he did apologize and he did, I guess, in a way, prove himself worthy of a second chance. So him and I were friends until he left XAT, I guess like 2 years ago, whatever. And I have not seen him since. I don't even know if he still comes on, if he pops in every once in a while. I have no idea. But if I were to have met or meet one person from XAT, that's who it would be.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. You know, it would have been great if it would have worked out. You know, you could have found true love. You know. Yeah.
I suppose, but I don't think that's too realistic. Especially here.
There's people on XAT who found true love. I don't know if you listened to episode 3, Acorn and Zolas. They met on XAT and they've been together for 7 years. So.
That's insane. That's awesome. Congratulations to them. Do you know Brendan and Kat?
I know the whole story. Yes, I do.
Yes, they're together IRL or were. I don't know if they still are.
No. Okay, I'm going to tell you what happened. Brendan, we're talking about twerk?
Yes.
Okay, so when I had Flirt Cord last year, you were there.
Right.
Brendan, and that was my server. Because I invented Flirt Cord. People think that I didn't. So Brendan and Kat were there.
The last I knew they met. They were met IRL. That's the last that I had known.
Hold on. Let me talk. Hold on. Listen, Brendan was in my server. He had admin. And what's Kat? Kat was in the server. I'm supposed to do a podcast session with Kat. I don't know when. So what happened was they were e-dating in my server. They got together. And then I deleted my server after like a month. I got bored of it, or 2 months. I deleted it. I think it was last summer.
Always do.
And then I always delete my server because it's boring. Because I want to make I'm going to go into this. I want to get into this later. Anyhow, so after I deleted my server, they made another Flirt Cord. I think it was Zali. She made a Flirt Cord server.
It was her.
Okay, so Brandon and Kat had a fight or something happened. Brandon was married. He had a wife in real life, and had a boyfriend. So, and they found out, and then they split. And Brandon was never to be seen again.
Okay. Period. What the?
Yeah.
I never understood the satisfaction or the feeling or the want or the need or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Feel the need to cheat on your spouse. I literally never in my life have ever had that itch. Like I've never, you know what? Let me just go fuck somebody else. Like, let me just go sleep with someone else. Let me just never, absolutely never.
I mean, if I tell you that I've done it, like I've done this in the past, like, would you hate me?
No, I wouldn't hate you, but I would probably say that depending on the circumstances that you're a shitty person.
I am. No, listen, I am a shitty person. I've said it many times. I have problems. I have a shitty lifestyle. My mom wants me to move out the house.
Can I ask you something? And I don't want to come off like an asshole.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is she wrong though for being angry? I mean, you are like in your 30s, you don't have a job, and you sit on a chat room all day. Like, doesn't she kind of have a reason?
And smoking and drinking.
Yeah, and like other drugs. So like, what, like, does she not have a reason to be angry?
And all right, let's just change the subject, please. Come on, let's just talk about something else. With all due respect, all right? With all due respect. Look, all right. Let's just talk about something else. So how's everything else going with you?
I mean, I'm working a lot. I am trying my best to save money. I was in an accident like 2-3 months. I think it was like 2 months ago. I don't think it was quite 3. Probably like 2 months ago.
Danny, I just want to say this. Like, this entire podcast, like, I've done so many podcast sessions. This is the only session where we're getting personal about each other, like your personal life and sort of mine. I hate it because I'm really tired. I'm gonna have to sleep right now, and I want to go to sleep. It's just like Tech wanted me to do a podcast with you because he runs the website, and it's just like I really wanted to just speak about XAT, like nothing else. But this shit is just. I mean, would you be all right if you think I should put this on the podcast online, like for people to hear it? I think you should just delete it because. You're just irritating me, just asking me over and over and over again. So I'm not gonna delete it. I'll just probably edit. I'm really tired. I just want to go to sleep right now. Fuck you. I'm sorry. Can I just hang up? Because I'm falling asleep. I'm laying down in the bed and I'm talking to you.
Yeah, that's cool. I'd rather not have it posted since there really is no end or no finish. Like, it's
okay. Let's just I don't want to redo this again. No, okay, let's just end it. Hold on, let me get up. All right, let's just end this. Let's go talk about XAT again. All right, so okay, tell me about XAT. Like, just tell me something. Are you
going to be able to edit all of your fucking retardation out? Like, is that going to be possible?
Bro, let's just talk about XAT right now.
Are you going to be able to edit out your...
I'll see. I'm just too tired, right? What chat? What are you talking about? I'm sorry. Did you say something?
Flirt. Go look at Flirt.
I'm on the phone, bro. All right, hold on. Bro, what am I doing with my life, dude? I'm doing XAT podcast. Bro, this is so embarrassing.
Just delete this fucking shit. You're stupid.
All right, Danny, I'm sorry. All right, listen. I'm going to edit some of this shit out, all right?